Scrapbooking.com magazine presents the following paper cutting systems article from the May 2012 issue. Make templates for your stamps. Brought to you by Pazzles. I used to love to make cards from rubber stamps. The one thing I found tedious, however, was all the cutting around the stamped image. If I needed to make a bunch of cards, my hand would be sore for days. Gradually, as I fell in love with my Inspiration electronic cutter, my stamps began to gather dust and finally moved to drawers where they were easily forgotten. After all, I could cut all kinds of wonderful things from paper and even create my own designs in the software, so why mess with stamps? All that changed when I was asked to make a card using acrylic stamps. I realized that I could eliminate the hand cutting by creating templates for my stamps in my Inspiration Studio software. Once the template is created, I can save it to cut again anytime I want to use that stamp. My cuts look perfect and I don't get hand cramps anymore. Once again, I am in love with stamping thanks to the labor and time-saving features in my Inspiration software. First, choose the stamps you want to use from your stamp set. Then use black ink and stamp a clear impression on glossy paper and let it dry thoroughly. Ink on glossy paper won't bleed, but it will take longer to dry. Then scan the stamped images into the Inspiration Studio software using the Scan feature. Select the Contour tool to make an outline around the stamped images, shown here as red lines. Use the slider bars to adjust the smoothness of the lines. Slide the bottom bar over to Outline and then click Add Path. These will be the cutting lines for your stamp template. For ease of positioning the stamp, you may want the stamp template to be even larger. After using the Contour tool, you can further increase the size by using the Outline feature. Using the cutting files you created, cut stamp blanks from white cardstock with your Inspiration. Place stamp blanks onto an Inspiration mat. The sticky surface of the mat will hold the blanks in place while you stamp. Next, ink up the stamp. Use a moist sponge applicator or cotton swab to clean up ink on the areas of the stamp that aren't raised. This will help you see through to position the stamp. Press stamp onto the stamp blank, looking through the acrylic block to position it. In the Inspiration software, draw a rectangle the size of the finished card when it's laid flat. The example is 10 inches by 7 inches. Add a fold line and center it. Use the Cut Straight Line tool to trim away approximately 1.5 inches from the right side of the card. You can make a cutaway edge on the card so that it will look nice when the card is opened. First, arrange copies of the stamp templates along the edge of the card. Then weld the card and the template pieces together using the Weld button. You've now created a shaped edge to your card. Now, make a slightly smaller copy of the front of the card for the overlay. Cut the card from pink cardstock and cut the overlay from light green cardstock. Glue the overlay piece to the front of the card. Glue the stamped flowers and leaves to the edge of the card. Add other flowers and verse as desired. Add a little extra sparkle to the card by applying stickles along the edges of the flowers and leaves. For complete instructions for this project, please visit the Pazzles Craft Room. A video tutorial of this project is available to Craft Room members. To find the products mentioned in this Pazzles article and shown in this project, check with your local scrapbook retailer. Browse our premier retail stores for coupons to a store near you. We hope you enjoyed this article from Scrapbooking.com magazine. For more creative inspiration, be sure to check out all of the great articles and projects in this month's issue.